I am woman, I am fearless, I am sexy, I'm divine, I'm unbeatable, I'm creative.
So, welcome. It's a pleasure having you here today. It's incredible for me. I want to thank you first for accepting my invitation in order to do that. Now, the thing is that this is a video around a subject of what is called music and technology. In this case, it's music and technology for non-engineers. And I want to have this talk with three students that created a team. They developed a project which was required in the subject. This is a project that all the students need to do in the subject in order to pass. And in this case, the team is called Express Yourself, XYL. And here we have Laura, and Joanna, and Shinji. And so the first thing I want you to do is just present yourself. Could you just give your name and give a couple of information, a couple of lines about who you are, what are you studying, and things like that?
Sure. Who starts?
Okay.
Me?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Hi, my name is Laura and I'm from Spain and I'm studying a double degree of journalism and media studies. And I personally choose this subject because I love music. I've been in this world since I was very little and I really want to try to learn more about technology and music and how to produce my music, how to mix it, how to record it, and all of those things. And I thought that this subject would be a good idea.
Could you tell a little bit more about which is your experience around music?
Sure. Well, I love to sing.
Recording in progress.
Not like professionally because I have never gone to any lesson or sing class. But I also play the piano. I play the ukulele and the guitar. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, not bad. And what about recording? Recording, technical stuff, production.
Yeah, before this subject, I did not have any experience on recording things like professionally. Recording with my mobile phone, it's nothing really in comparison with what we have done here.
Okay, so you mean using a DAW, digital audio workstation, and recording and the whole thing. Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Who's gonna be big next? Shinji?
So I'm Shinji, and I'm also in the second year of the double degree in journalism and audiovisual media. I'm 19 years old, therefore, and I'm from Spain. I have Chinese background, and I chose this subject because I really, really like music since I was little. I took violin classes and solfege classes, but because of studies, I gave up on them to focus more on my notes, my grades. But since I saw this subject as an option to take humanity course in our university, I definitely at that time I thought I have to take it. So here I am, and I'm really happy that I took it and I've done this project with my classmates.
Okay, which is your main instrument? Is the voice as well?
No, and we will explain it later. The main voice in this project is Joanna, and I'm not used to use it, but the main instrument will be violin.
Violin. Okay, great. Thank you. What about you, Joanna?
My name is Joanna. I'm 20 years old and I'm doing the same degree as Laura and Shinji. I chose this subject because like it's been a part of music has been a part of my life since forever. I've been singing since I was 4 or 5 years old, and yeah, I have this connection with music. I could say I don't know, like I express everything through music. I feel through music. So when I saw music, something in the subject, I said, "That's it. I'm choosing it," and I don't regret it at all.
Okay, so your main instrument is, we can say, is the voice. Is that your main instrument or
I
not?
also play the piano.
You also play the
I've played
piano.
the piano for a couple of years. Yeah.
Okay, okay. And what about your background in production? The same thing as Shinji. Did you have any previous experience about producing your music, like recording
Um,
and doing?
I've been to a recording studio a couple of times. Myself, I experimented just one time, but it was like a project I did at home, nothing too serious. I was just playing with the program.
Okay, okay,
And I didn't did anything like production since this course, but on this Christmas, for my surprise, when I went to my friend's house, a friend from high school, we did something. He studies biology, but he does music. He has his own like music production with the
loudspeakers.
with the loudspeakers, and we just made noises like bam bam whatever, and we recorded on audio WhatsApp, and at the end we did a very like Christmas song, and I was really surprised and I really enjoyed the experience.
Okay, okay, that's good. I have here some guide. Yeah, so you're a student at the university in Getafe, particularly. You're in second course. The three of you. Actually, you are in the same degree, the same class, I guess. Now, I'm interested in how was it that you get to the subject? It was just okay. I have to do humanities courses. Let's see which are the offer about it, and then you found the subject. Was it just like that?
In my case, what happened was that I took just one subject and we were supposed to choose two. And when I realized that, I wrote the university and say, I did a mistake. Can I choose now my subject? And they said, yes, of course. So I went again through the humanity courses. And when I saw music and engineering, I took it.
We know that we need to choose humanity courses, and I previously saw the list of the courses, but it didn't have music. So I at first thought to took another two courses, but in the second moment we had to choose it like on June. Suddenly I saw music. I thought it was like a new subject, and I definitely like gave up on the other one and took this one.
Okay, okay. What about you, Jonah?
Yeah, and literally the same thing happened to me. I didn't see the subject on the list at first, but then when I saw it, I gave up on my other choice and I just chose music.
Class are over, subjects are over. You did an incredible job. Actually, I really loved your project. So this is one of the reasons that I wanted to work on it a little bit on your project. Actually, we are going to listen after in a while after. In some minutes, we are going to listen to the result of that production that I did on your after the classes and after everything. So I really liked your project, and I want to know a little bit about your experience in the subject. I want to know about maybe first of all, how did you feel about the classes? How did you feel about the evaluation procedure? Could you tell me? There are different things. Just I want to know one thing and then the other.
The classes, I would say that I would prefer them to be not online, but face to face.
Face to face.
Yes, because when the classes are online, I tend to distract more.
Okay.
But I have to say too that your classes were very dynamic, And as they were about something that I was interested in, it was not very difficult to try to pay attention to you because it automatically happened. And basically about the part of the subject, I would say it was dynamic, it was interesting, and it really got my attention. And about the grades, I would say that I love that you put most of our marks on our final project, because that is the interesting part, to see how we have learned what you have taught us. And the tests, they were like easy, but of course, as you said, you had to pay attention to the lessons in order to be able to pass them. But I think it couldn't be a better way to grade this subject that how you did it.
Okay. I would like to know about the content of the subject. I mean, you followed the subject, it was interesting for you, but what about the pace of it, the rhythm? It was, the stuff in it was basic, or maybe it was too fast? Was it too slow, or how did you find it?
I must say, depending on what you were talking about. For example, when you talked about the part of production and all of that part at the end of the subject, where you were talking about the programs and all of that, it was kind of difficult to me to follow your class.
Okay.
For example, when you talked about microphones, I really liked that class, for example.
Right.
But yeah, there were some things that, as I haven't heard about them before, they were kind of confusing to me at the beginning. So maybe there is a lot of content in that small space, on that small time that we have.
Okay. It was too much then? Can we say that at points was too much, or was okay, or the pace, or?
No, I think it was okay, but it is my thing that I like, as I didn't know the content, like I was a bit confused, but
Okay.
I think it was okay.
What's okay? Okay. Thank you.
I definitely think the same, that I loved also the class about microphones. Like, it was really useful to know it and to get it for the subject and music in the whole. And I do think that the content was very insightful. Like, every part has its meaning. We began with some main aspects of music, then what type of genre will be. Like, we also had someone coming on talking about his own experience. That was also very great. And at the end, we get to the core of production. You show us the programs, and like Laura said, it was obviously more complicated than the beginning, but that's what's about the course. And I really enjoyed that part, because me on my own wouldn't be so active like in production, and that those last classes made me be more interested on.
Okay. How did you find this? Because there was one particular class in which a specialist in electronic music came in order to show a little bit of the. Was that interesting as well, about talking about synthesizers and all this part? Was it good as well?
I definitely thought that it was like essential to have one person coming on in the talking about his own experience in this whole course, and especially that exactly person talking about techno. It used songs that we usually will hear on the mainstream. The presentation was like easy to follow, and it was very dynamic with all the audios, and I really enjoyed it.
Okay, great. What about you, Joanna? How was it in class?
Yeah, me too. I loved the dynamics of the subject. For me, the first two classes, I didn't know a lot of the vocabulary related to the programs and everything. But then I laughed when you said that you don't have to understand everything right now, but it's going to fit later, and it literally all made sense at the end of the course. So for me, it was the best part that even if you have like zero to none background in music or in programming or in whatever, you just learn a lot. Like it's the process. It's also the fact that the classes for me were very relaxing. The girls would know that Tuesdays were very tough days for us because we had lots of classes. So you wake up in the morning and you think, oh my God, I have music today. So it's like the day starts great. It starts kind of better. So yeah, I enjoy the course a lot.
I'm going. I'm going to. I'm going to cry listening to that a little bit. Okay, thank you. This is good. This is good because that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense to me because this is about enjoying the classes. I have to evaluate, and you have to pass, and all this stuff. But at the end of the day, it's about enjoying the classes. Okay, I would like to know what would you improve or what would you change? What would you add? Would you remove in the subject? How could you improve somehow the subject? Can you
Yeah, about the online thing, I would make it face to face.
Okay.
And I know that you tried it during Christmas holiday, and I don't know if you finally did it, like to carry people to your studio. But I
Yeah.
think that would be great, like including it on the schedule of the subject to go to a professional studio and to try things, like the students trying things. I'm not talking about your personal studio, but a studio.
Okay.
Like the
Yeah.
university.
Some place in the university, having some place in order to do some practices there. Yeah, practices would be a good improvement. Doing practices face to face. Yeah, I agree with that.
I guess it would be good if we practiced even more with the programs because it was interesting watching you do things, but at the same time, I don't know, I think it would be like more practical if we also did more things, if you showed us like even more stuff than you showed us. I would, I guess I would exclude some part of the theory and would dedicate more time to the practice itself.
Okay. So changing the balance between the theory part and the practical part. Okay. What about the day in which I record in front of you? That I was sitting here in front of you with my guitar and recording. How was it? It was good, useful or not? Or
Amazing, amazing.
yeah, was it
We
good?
enjoyed it so
Incredible.
much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So things like that. I mean, things like that you enjoy and learn at the same
Yes,
time.
a lot. Yeah.
I would ask you, have you ever thought about giving a professional touch in your activity in applied to music? Now, I mean, you're studying a degree at the university, which is journalism and media, and so I guess you want to professionally dedicate to that career. I mean, to do the career in that line. But have you ever thought about doing a kind of career? I mean, professionally in music or not? Have you ever thought about that?
I think everyone like that likes to sing or that likes music has dreamed to have a musical career.
Okay. So which is the why not? I mean, what are you waiting for?
Yeah.
From I mean, so what do you think? Which is the things that are missed here? What would you ask in order to to do it? Which is missed? Which is left to do it?
I don't know, maybe nowadays it's true that it's easier to produce your own music, to create your own songs and make them reach the people. But I don't know, maybe it's the jump to do it, like that huge space that you have from your room, yourself, and then the world outside.
Okay, there is it's like having a barrier, which is not very clear what is it, but there is something which you need to.
Well, and you have always heard that art does not give you that art does not maintain you, like economically you cannot dedicate your life to art because you're not gonna eat, you're not gonna have a house, you're not gonna have anything. So these little things that make you rethink it twice when you want to dedicate your life to something related to art. It doesn't have to be music, maybe cinema too.
Okay, any kind of art. You cannot make a living from that in a safe way. Okay, this is a point. What else?
I would also say that I guess for myself, I hadn't realized how easy it actually is easy in a way that it's accessible to produce music. Until your subject, I had always had it in mind, but it's never been like, oh my gosh, I can buy myself a microphone and record myself at home. Like I had never had that thought in my head. And now I do. I'm actually thinking of buying a microphone now. Your subject has literally inspired me to do something about it, to try, at least to try.
I would be your number one fan.
Okay, this is interesting. Yeah, okay. Sinji, what about you?
I really think the same, that it's difficult to make that jump because we have some models and some people to look at, like they are on the top, but we do not know how is that way, that pace to go there. So it's difficult to make that jump. And because the exterior voices, like what everyone says, are the main perspective from the music industry, makes us feel like we will not make something, we may choose another path. But as Joanna, with this course, I realized it was easy to do it, and if you wanted, you could get to what you want. Like I think the same about the microphone, and I also want one that is like dynamic, like this one from podcast and also one for recording. And when we were doing this project at Joanna's home, for example, we really thought about it to make TikToks. Like it is the main platform nowadays. It's where people get to know things. It's where things get viral. And there are a lot of people who made their music, and I really listen to them just by TikTok. So we thought that Joanna, for example, could sing, and we will be the fans, number one fans of Joanna if she will do that.
Okay, this is very interesting because there is an approach which belongs to the old view for an artist, which is maybe it is like, okay, I think I'm doing good. I have a good voice. My music is good, or I play good. My songs, the songs I write are great, and I need someone to listen to me, and from the industry, from the music industry, to say, hey, I want to beat. I want to make a beat for you, and I'm going to give you the possibility of recording. I'm going to possibility of putting you in the main platforms and everything. Is that the thing? Because this is the old-fashioned model. Because you don't, okay, I can sing, but I don't know how to make a business from it. This is the kind of the thing. Is that the case?
It's exactly what I was referring to, the fact that we think of the old-fashioned way and we forget that we have this other opportunity, that investing little into it, we can actually achieve a lot.
Okay, this is a good point. Yeah. Okay. Now the real thing is that this is on the other hand is difficult to do everything in your own. I mean, singing well, having good songs, recording good, producing great, making the business, doing the community manager thing. I mean, doing the whole thing that a single person. I mean, it's important to have kind of team. Now the thing is that team today is not required to be composed from the people of big industry, because that big industry is not like that anymore. There are 3-4 maybe big companies in the world today remaining from the old-fashioned way, but there are plenty of different small um, small people, small teams, and that can do and can win a Grammy, because the model has changed. But on the other hand, it's important to have some support. I mean, being alone is not that easy. Okay, this is a point. Okay, this is a good point. I want to talk about your project. I would like to I mean, where that idea came from? How did you do the whole thing? What of the video, which is incredible? The video is incredible. I was astonished when I watched it, and I remember my words after I watched the video, which is, "This is art. Hey, this is art. Period. This is pieces
I
of,"
almost cried
because of that.
at
Because,
that moment.
but the thing is that you at least for me, I got the message of the video. I got the message, and this message moved me. So that makes sense of the video, yes or no? And that makes sense of the music and all the thing. And there was an artistic part. There was a creativity part on it. There was the music as well, of course, and the whole thing was incredible. And so please just explain a little bit about the project, about how did you came up with that project? How did you do the whole thing?
So we had many ideas. It was a mess at the beginning. We thought of a recording, some instruments. It was literally a mess. But little by little, we thought of Pitch Perfect, which I could say was the movie was the inspiration for what we did. That was the main idea. We decided that we wanted to connect different songs, and we wanted to do it in an a cappella way. But we went one step further because the girls from Pitch Perfect are like 12 or 13, and we thought, what if we use just one voice or two voices? Like, what would happen? We have the program, we could do it, we could record one part, then the other, then the next. So it was first thinking about it and then choosing the songs, because we wanted the songs to be connected in a way to transmit a message. And when we talked a little bit about the message, and we played different songs, we just talked a little bit about it. We actually have a piano where I live in the apartment. It's one of my flatmates. So we used the piano, we played a little bit, and yeah, little by little we taught the songs. And I think the best part was searching for ways to connect the different songs. It was like, what if we do this? What if we do that? It was amazing. At the point we almost started crying. We were like, no, we can't do this. And then we were like, no, okay, we're just gonna like stop it, interrupt the whole thing, do a message, like talk, say something, and then keep going with the next song. It was amazing, like the dynamics. But I guess it's the people as well. Like we always connect so well when we work. So it was very easy. But even when we were desperate, we were like, we're gonna make it. We just have to keep going.
Yeah, totally true. And the message was basically an empowering thing, like to show women empowerment with the lyrics of the songs. And most of them were created by women artists. So it was like kind of the whole thing. The message that we wanted to transmit was this unstoppable thing of women that we have. And we are women too. So to continue the history of empowering women.
The part, something that I love about the message was, okay, this is about the empower the woman, and but integrating, not separating things, because there is a part of the lyrics which says, I'm feminine and I'm masculine, for instance. So I'm the whole thing. I'm the whole thing.
I am whatever I want because I can, and that's like the whole message.
Yeah. So I'm here and I have to be, and I'm supposed to be, but this is the thing I am, and all those things.
And those body positive messages too, like you don't have to fit any specific body. You are perfect just the way you are, and that's the first step to be happy, to accept yourself as just the way you are.
and to extract the most of it, because every one of us has a potential, a huge one, incredible one. So if you think that I should be like that, you are forgetting about your own potential. So for me, it was as well a way of screaming the freedom of being what you are. Okay. What about the video? Could you tell a little bit about how did you develop the video?
That is Sinji's part. Come on, baby.
Okay. Hey, we have a team here.
We have Lau as a presenter here. Yeah, the video was something we thought about at the end. We had the song already completed with all the voices and all the mixing, and we thought we could add something by making the song more visual. As we are studying audiovisual, we thought about making a lyric video, and especially a lyric video and not maybe a video clip with just images, because as we said, our artistic approach was the words, the message that every song gave to the audience, and how we link every song with a word being similar to another. So we decided to make a lyric video, and we want to watch it later. So each part may have its own aesthetic, each song, but at the end, in the whole, connected with the song, what it gives us, the lyric video, is a feeling of, what you say, freedom, and knowing that you have your own power. So we wanted to transmit that also with the video.
This is good. There were some parts in the video, I mean the image part, not the audio, not only the audio part, but the image part, which was very powerful for me. I remember one part that impressed me a lot, which is about there was a woman lying on the ground, and there is
On it.
working on it.
Yeah,
And
I knew
working-
that you were going to mention it because it is amazing, that part.
This is incredible. This is just incredible part, because this was a lady there laying on the ground, and there was someone in the shape of a shadow, just protecting and taking care. That's incredible. I mean, this is just a little. I mean, there are more things than that, but just for just putting an example that I remember really of that. This was incredible. I mean, okay, we are approaching to the moment. I'm not sure. I'm a little bit nervous because I'm not sure if you are going to like it. I hope you are going to like it. And first, I want to tell what I did about the project. I didn't put any instrument on my side. I didn't put any sound on my side. I just respect all your voices and all your tracks. I didn't put anything. The song for me was was so powerful, just the way it was. I didn't put any instrument, so I respect every voice, everything that you put in there. I respect everything. So my target here was to enhance as much as possible, as far as I could, from the technical point of view, what things I did. Okay, first of all, I cleaned a little bit the tracks, the sounds, because there was some background noise coming from the microphones and everything. Just little things that I try to improve, which is, it doesn't mean that you did it wrong. This was not the target of this project at the beginning. I could tell that there was some noise in some of the tracks. It was normal noise from a mic, things like shh, this background noise, and I could, in that some parts I could listen as well, because when you were recording, sometimes you were recording on other tracks, so I could listen to the main voice and then the accord, because I mean, this is a technical thing, but probably you were using not close microphones. Okay, just earbuds. Okay, perfect, that's great.
I must say that I try to clean the tracks, but I guess it didn't work or I didn't do it right. So
Okay, I tried to clean it a little bit as much as I could. Okay, more things that I did. I tune a little bit some particular points of the voices, which is the normal thing. This is the absolutely the normal thing. Voices are, I mean, your voices are incredible, and you can sing very well, but it's very normal that there are some points, and it's very easy because you see it in the screen with different plugins and software and everything. You can see, so you can fix it a little bit. Okay, so I fix it a little bit, just little parts that I found. Okay, in order to make it as perfect as possible. Harmonizings here are very important because, I mean, it's a cappella. I mean, everything is voice, so harmonizing. Again, I did just little corrections in just some particular points, and I in some parts I played a little bit with the musicality in terms of applying a little bit the basics of music about minor chords, major chords, and doing a chromatic scale. I put just a touch in some little parts of it in the harmonizing. Okay, I didn't change the song at all. Again, I'm talking about little things. Okay, I did some EQ as well, equalization of the frequencies. I tried to correct a little bit the frequency response of the mics a little bit as well. And EQ in the mixing part, in order to give a space each voice in the different frequency range as well. In order when you merge all the voices, they don't fight one with the other, but they are all there, okay, living and getting well. I did some compressing as well. I used some compressor in order to shape a little bit the peaks, which is absolutely normal. This is the normal thing, normal stuff. And when you mix and do the master, in order to merge all the sounds, you do some compression in order to equalize the volume of all the sounds. Okay, those things are the normal things. I mean, compressing and EQ and all these things are normal. Reverb, I apply some reverb here, and I defined three main types of reverbs. One short reverb for the main voice, then a middle room or middle reverb for the secondary voices, and I apply a huge reverb for the background voices as well. So three types of reverb here. Let's see. And I apply a little at points little special effects, like I put some delays in one part of the song, little delays, but creates a good atmosphere, I guess, and a special reverb in just one particular phrase in order to enhance the thing. Okay, just little touches. Okay, of course, playing a lot with the volume, the panning, the stereo, enhancing the stereo as well. Volume and panning. I mean, what a humble thing, but what important thing. Putting the right volumes and the right places in the stereo. Okay, and finally some mastering. So basically, this is the thing I did, the whole thing. Okay. So I think we are ready to listen to it. I'm frightened and not being too much hype, because maybe you listen to that and you say, "Hey, this is not." Never mind. Are you ready?
yes, please.
Are you ready? Okay, let's do it. Do you have stereo and high quality and everything? Okay. Deep breath. There you go.
am woman, I am fearless, I am sexy, I'm divine, I'm unbeatable, I'm creative, honey. You can get in line. I am feminine, I am masculine, I am anything I want. I can teach you, I can love you if you got it going on. But I'm working on it. Working on it. I've been working on it. Working on. Never been asked to dance. 'Cause I've never been the pretty one. Never like compliments. 'Cause it's always been so hard. Believe in them. You say I'm beautiful. She just wants to be beautiful. She goes unnoticed. She knows no limits. She craves attention. She praises her image. She prays to be sculpted by a sculptor. There's a hole that's waiting for you in the dark, and you should know you're beautiful just the way you are. And you don't have to change a thing. The world can change its scar. No scars, so you're beautiful. Stars, and we're beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Most girls are smart and strong and beautiful. Most girls work hard, go far, we are unstoppable. Most girls fight and make every day. No two are the same. I wanna be like, I wanna be like nobody else. The way that you flip your hair gets me overwhelmed. But when you smile at the crowd, it ain't hard to tell. You don't know, you don't know you're beautiful. Wait, did we say beautiful? We meant gorgeous. Gorgeous, 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 so gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Wake up in the morning, I look good, feel good, glowing. Got the energy right, I'm floating. Now, baby, I feel gorgeous, I'm important. Can't lie, I'm a 10 out of 10, you're tired. Baby, one day's getting light, 'cause I'm doing it right. Yeah, I know I'm pretty, but I have my doubts, Maybe I'm not pretty, maybe I'm just fine. 'Cause I got a belly, yeah, I got a bum. But I can't be jelly for the other one. So I'm falling in love with my rum bum bum bum.
Wow. I would love to react in Spanish because I have no words in English. Wow.
It's amazing.
Thank you so
It's
much.
amazing. Thank you.
It sounds
Thank you.
great.
What do you think? But what do you think after listening to that? What do you think about yourself? What do you think about yourself? Because this is you.
You sound incredible.
This is you. This is you.
Fuerte.
I
This
mean,
is you.
it's amazing the difference that it makes. It's amazing.
It sounds like pure, like continuous. Wow.
Everything is in its place, like it's where it has to be.
So, okay. Do you think that you could publish this work, including the video and everything, and still being professional? Hey, this is our work, including the video, everything. This is our work. This is our message. This is our piece of art.
I think we need the rights of the songs to do it, but if we had them, of course, yeah. it sounds like a professional work.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, this is good. Now this is the point, and this is the what actually the subject is about. Not only the subject, this is what my personal activity and particularly what I try to project in the subject. And unfortunately, there is no time enough in order to reach that point in the subject. I mean, all the effects and all the things that are here. This can open a door for you in order to think about yourself in a different way. Because this is you. Again, this is you. Okay, yeah, but with help. Yeah, okay. With some technical support and everything. But this is you. You can do it. You can, I mean, this could be just the beginning. For me, it's very, very important. The faces that I saw here. It's very important.
No, thank you for the amazing job, for the subject, for everything, like for everything. You've touched our hearts.
You touch mine. This is the thing. I would like to propose you, if you want to, would you allow to use this video and this track as well? We can put this track in the video in order to be published at the subject and the subject channel. This is just for university purposes, and I mean there is no other implication here. Now, if you agree with that, what I suggest is changing. I mean, adding this track. I will give you the track in order to add it in the video, and I would like to add some credits in the video as well at the end, putting the names of other people that has participated, all the vocals, the composition. I mean, all the idea, the video, who did the video. I mean, it's very important to put all the credits in the video as well, to put it there, just in case. I want to publish it in the YouTube channel of the subject, and if it happens to be that someone is interested in making a business from it or trying to do, I mean, to use it for commercial purposes, all the credits are in there, all the credits. So an agreement should be reached with all the people which is involved in the project. Okay, this is why. But for me, what is important here, I mean, this is just in case, putting the credits there. But for me, the main thing is putting that thing in order to support all the activity that we are doing at the university, and this is the thing. So on my side, this is everything. We have reached the end. Do you want to?
Thank you
say?
so much again. We can't thank you enough. Thank you so much.
I'm very rewarded. I can tell you that. I mean, I'm very rewarded having you in the subject and having the opportunity of working with you here after the subject and after everything. Your voices are incredible. I believe in you. I think you can do many things. So actually, I wouldn't mind to support you. Just the same thing we did here. If you think that we could do a project, or I mean, well, we could think of doing an EP or something. We could think about that. I would be more than happy producing you. Okay, because your voices are very good. And and the result would be, I mean, like that. Working in that, we could do it from the scratch, just recording, and because I'm a musician as well, so I can, if I see anything I mean, I could even serve on some help in the music part, even though I think that you don't need it. You are very good musicians. I could tell in the composition you did. So yeah. Who knows? Maybe we could do something. We can think about that.
I have no words to thank you enough what you have done and everything. So I'm just like shocked. Well, thank you so much.
Girl, this is you. This is you. Again, think that this is you with some help, technical help, but this is you. This is nothing but you. Everything you put in there is you. So for me, it was a pleasure. So this is the end. Okay, we have to say goodbye. And thank you again, being here, and yeah, congratulations for the work once again.